Hello fellow Mutants, welcome back to another video. In this video we're going to talk about how there are some Marvel fans who apparently want to see Grant Gustin as the Flash. I have my opinions of it, so before I express my opinions of it, let's see what this has to offer, shall we? After having played one of the DC Comics' most iconic superheroes of all time, being the Flash, Marvel Cinematic Universe audiences are debating whether or not Grant Gustin should play Spider-Man. 2023 marked the end of one of the longest-running superhero shows of all time, as The Flash Season 9 finished the Arrowverse drama once and for all. Whether or not this will be the final time Gustin portrays the Flash remains to be seen, as there could always be other DC projects he could take part in as the Scarlet Speedster. While time will tell if Gustin will ever reprise the role of Barry Allen, there is another iconic comic book hero that some people are eyeing for him to play: Spider-Man. Over the Reddit, discussion took place where MCU audiences debated whether the web slinger should be a good fit for the Arrowverse star. The discussion started off with the two fan image of Gustin as in Andrew Garfield Spider-Man shoots from Amazing Spider-Man and The Amazing Spider-Man 2 respectively. The photos are a reference to the fact that there has been comments made about the two actors looking very similar. Devin Locke added that Gustin Garfield comparisons shared the same, that this would be a we have a Andrew Garfield at home situation, feeling that it wouldn't really do much for them. So quote unquote, there's another one, this kind of feels like a we have our Andrew Garfield at home situation. Another comment says, I don't think we should be amazing, but we wouldn't be that either. He got that natural kind face that you want to root for, kind of like Tom Holland. I personally prefer it when my Spider-Man is sort of a jerk, like Andrew as Spider-Man would constantly taunt and joke while fighting in his moves. We also know the legend of Bully McGuire. Another one says, I would rather see him as the Flash, but he might be a good choice for acting as Ben Reilly, which is another version of Spider-Man. Ben Reilly is aka the Scarlet Spider, who was recently featured in Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Another person said, considering the astronomical number of people who thought Hugh Jackman would be a terrible Wolverine, Ian McKellen would be a terrible Gandalf, and Heath Ledger would be a terrible Joker, I don't think anyone could comment intellectually on this until it happened. But this is Reddit, so I guess no one's commenting intellectually on this anyways. Damn. So we see like a few comments whether or not Ezra like Grant Gustin would be a good Spider-Man amongst the fans. So did Grant Gustin ever audition to play Spider-Man? Even though MCU crowd may be divided on whether or not Gustin should portray Spider-Man, it begs the question if the Flash star has at any point been up for the role of this Marvel icon. To this point, it doesn't appear that Gustin has ever been eyed or even auditioned for Spider-Man, as he never talked about it if he tried to go out for the character. However, in the 2018 interview, Gustin shared how if he hadn't been casted as the Flash, he would love to play Spider-Man. Well, now that the Flash show is over, he could audition. Despite having the Flash in his own show and across several Arrowverse spin-offs, Gustin did say in May 2023 that he would be open for another superhero role in the future. Gustin explained that he loves this genre. "Quote unquote, I love sci-fi stuff. I love superhero stuff, so I would be open to doing any superhero thing again. Flash or something else, as long as it was a character I was excited about." Meaning that the right opportunity presented to him, he would potentially be open for it. But for the foreseeable future, Tom Holland is the world's current live-action Spider-Man, as he is set to reprise a role in Spider-Man 4. Whether it is a superhero gig or the Flash, seeing Gustin back in the genre would be received positively after his tremendous journey as the fastest man alive in the Arrowverse. For the time being, Gustin will likely focus on other genres after spending a decade in the DC world. If the time ever comes for Gustin to play Spider-Man in any shape or form, it would certainly be interesting to see what type of Peter he will portray in the MCU or Sony's Spider-Man universe. So, I think he played a really good Barry Allen, and of course I would be open to seeing him as Barry Allen again at some point. What do I think about him being Spider-Man? I know one person made a point saying how a lot of people thought Hugh Jackman was going to be a terrible Wolverine, Sir Ian McKellen was going to be a terrible Gandalf, and Heath Ledger was going to be a terrible Joker. And on top of that, to add on to this person's point, Gal Gadot being a horrible Wonder Woman before the movies came out with their respective roles, and they turned out to be wonderful in their roles. So this could be another case where I'm me being hesitant about Grant Gustin playing as Spider-Man, which I am, but him actually being one of the best Spider-Man, if not the best Spider-Man since Tobey Maguire. I don't know how I feel about Grant Gustin being Spider-Man at the moment. Again, in quotations of what this person said, I don't think anyone could comment intellectually on this until it happened. But up until it happens, I don't know how I exactly feel about Grant Gustin being Spider-Man at the moment. Not saying that and this is no shade towards his acting chops, because I like Gustin's acting chops. But I guess I saw him I saw a few episodes of Glee, which I know Grant Gustin was in Glee, and I liked his performance there too. So I don't know. I generally don't know. I think if Gustin was cast as Spider-Man, or Peter Parker, or a different person under the spider suit, I think Grant would be fine. Would be a phenomenal Spider-Man in his own right. But I just don't know how I feel about him being Spider-Man per se. At the moment, my feelings could honestly change over time. But what do you people have to say? Let me know in the comment section down below. Love you guys. Have a wonderful day. God and one other. I will talk to you, fellow mutants, later. Later, taters.